Hello everyone. What I'm doing today is sifting some compost for indoor use. Now, Daddy Jay and my youngest son were kind enough to build this little sifter for me, and it's just 1x2s making a 12x12 frame, and it sits over the top of a 5-gallon bucket just great. It's covered with window screen, so it's a pretty fine sifter. And then in this bucket, you might be able to see, I have several shovelfuls of compost. Of course, it's got some leaves and twigs. It's not completely decomposed, and I don't want that in my flower pots indoors. So I'm going to sift this. And I'm just going to start out with a few scoops, a little at a time. Lay it on my composter, or my sifter, over the bucket. And I'm going to start out just rubbing it across the screen. Get the sifting process started. Alright. And then I'm just going to take my hand, and if you don't want dirt underneath your nails, don't use cloth gloves. Use those gardening gloves that has the rubber palms. I don't mind the dirt, so I wear these, and I'll just wash my hands afterwards. Then I just take this compost and rub it across the screen. If you find any paper, or, well, paper can stay, but if you find plastic or glass, somehow always manages to get in there. I just throw it to the side to be thrown in the trash. And then your big pieces of twigs and root, whatever, you can pick out if you'd like. Or you can just leave it in here until you're done sifting. But we just get this all sifted up. Now you want your compost moist enough that it's not dust, but dry enough that it'll go through the screen without gumping it up. I actually brought this in a couple of days ago and been letting it dry. So it's just about the right dampness for me to work with. Now I'm using my little mat down there to catch what I spill. However, it is a little small, so you may want to put newspaper or something underneath here, covering a broader area than what I'm doing, or do it outside on a nice warm day. It's not warm here for me, so I'm doing it indoors. And I'm sifting this for indoor use. When I get ready to do my garden outdoors, of course I'll have a larger sifter that I'll put on top of my wheelbarrow, and my screen won't be quite as fine as this. I'll probably end up using 1/4-inch hardware cloth to build my outdoor screen. You won't need it as fine as what you do indoors. Give it a little shake. See another piece of cellophane I'm going to pick out of there. And I just go back and forth between rubbing it across the screen, and then I shake it across the screen because that gets some of the loose stuff and get the bigger stuff back on top again. And I think I got just about all I'm going to get out of this. As you can see, what's left on top is some stems and twigs and a few little roots that still needs to decompose a little more. So I'm just going to take the bigger stuff. I'm going to dump it in a different bucket, and I'll take this back outside and put back in the compost bin and sift it again here in a month or so when I'm ready to sift my outdoor garden compost. And we will just continue to go on through this and get it all sifted. Another thing that might be a good use for a sifter would be the sand sifters from the kids' play toys, the little sand kits. They always have a little sifter. That might work real well too. We took that compost, ran it through the sifter, and we came out with this light, fluffy, wonderful composted soil. And this will be mixed in with potting soil and some crushed rabbit manure to make our potting mix to start our seeds in. Thanks for watching. I sure hope this helps. And until we speak again, stay prepared.